And also, as we were going through, my father would point out to a certain plant, and he'd say, it had shiny green leaves on this plant. And my father said, don't touch that plant. That is poison ivy.
Oh, okay.
Poison ivy.
So were you the only English family in the area?
Yes, apparently we were. And the funny thing is, when they installed telephones, we had a party line. And we could listen into everybody else's, there were not too many neighbors, apart from Asim Lavigne, Emilien Laniel, and there was a little small house further down the road.
Asim Lavigne?
Asim Lavigne, yes, he was my neighbor.
There's a street named after him?
Yeah, of course, yes.
How did he get a street named after him? Was he an alderman or a
He
councillor?
could have been Mayor St. Genevieve, I think. Now, Asim Lavigne, very funny story. Me and my sister were walking home from school one day, and Asim Lavigne's property bordered our driveway, and he had a big garden of rhubarb. So me and my sister, I guess I was about 8 years old by this time, would go under the fence and take a piece of rhubarb.
You would just stick your hand under there and
Yeah.
grab some rhubarb. And you'd just eat it like celery?
Yeah.
Oh.
But he was watching us, but we weren't aware that he was watching us. So the next day we see him in the driveway talking to my father. And we thought, oh my, now we're in trouble, he caught us. So we overheard him say, Mr. Johnson, I have too much rhubarb. Tell your daughters to pick all they want.
He was your neighbor?
Yes.
Was he an older gentleman? Was he older than your father? Or would he have been
Yes,
around your
I
father's
believe he
age?
was older, yeah.
He would have been older than your father.
But he owned a lot of
Old
property.
man Aslem. So he had rhubarb as a garden, or was he a farmer as well?
Yeah, he was a farmer as well, although I don't recall any barn. He grew vegetables. He had apple orchards in the back fields. He had a few beehives also. But the land back there, it was all just vacant fields. And my father, he worked for Mr. Parkinson. And Mr. Parkinson owned show horses. Apart from the show horses, he had 2 working horses also. And my father would hitch them up to the wagons. I used to go with my father on the back of the wagon in the spring to tap the maple trees. And we would go through the forest to collect the buckets of sap. Back then also, my father took dancing classes with Arthur Murray's studio.
Where would that have been?
Downtown St. Catherine Street. Back in the day,
Yeah.
we had the old gramophone. We'd put on the LP, and whatever dance he learned, whether it was a foxtrot or the tango or whatever, then we would practice doing these dances on Sundays. So one day, I have the gramophone on at home. I'm alone in the house, and I'm practicing the dance steps. I had nobody to dance with, so I took the broom from the closet. Here I'm dancing around, and when the music finished, somebody at the back door started clapping. It was the milkman. He said, delivering milk, and he watched me till I finished the dance.
Oh my God. Today he would be arrested.
I don't know.